On our assessment builder, you are able to track and monitor the progress your children make in their PE. To create an assessment, you're going to start by Add Assessment and then giving it a name. So in this instance, I'm creating a Year 3 assessment. So I'm going to call it Year 3. My next job is to add in the class. So to do that, I'm going to click Add or Remove and then simply tick the box of the class that I want to add. So in this instance, Year 3. Apply one change, and that class has now been added to the assessment. The next job is to add in the units. So to do that, I'm going to click Edit Units. I now have two choices. I can either use a template unit direct from the PE Hub or create my own. So to start with, I'm going to show you a template. So I'm going to click the drop-down menu, select the activity area I've been teaching, and pick the one relevant to my year group. This then brings up the head, hand, heart statements from that unit. This is a completely editable page, so I can edit the unit name by clicking the three dots. I can change the colour or change the criteria category. I can also change the categories here if I want to. I can change the icon, change the colours or anything that I wish to. And I can also change the statements themselves. So I can either change the wording. So in this instance, I might just get rid of the word unchallenged. Click the green tick, and that's now been saved. Or I may just want to delete that statement completely. And I do that by clicking the bin and clicking delete. Once I'm happy, I'm then going to click finish. If at any point I want to go back and edit those statements, I simply click Edit Units up here. And again, it takes me back to this screen where I can go back to making the changes. You'll notice now that all the children in the class are along the top, and they have two circles next to each statement in the assessment unit. To fill in the assessments, I need to fill in both circles. So the first circle is that baseline assessment. So I'm going to fill that at the start of the unit. And then the second circle is their ending point. There are two ways I can fill in the circles. I can either do it by clicking the circle itself and selecting the necessary assessment. And you'll see that the circle is then filled in. Or I can flood fill. So to do that, I'm going to make sure that my arrow is in between the two circles. And I'm going to highlight all of the children and statements that I want to assess. And I can now edit those scores in bulk. So to do that, I'm going to select the start score of not achieved and end score of working towards. Select update. And you'll now notice that all of those scores have been updated. I can still go back and change those scores if I want, so I can still click in the circle and make any changes that I feel necessary to make sure that it reflects the actual assessment itself. I'm now going to show you how to upload a bespoke unit to your assessment. To do this, I'm going to click Edit Units, and at the bottom, Add Bespoke Unit. You'll now see that a template has been provided for me to fill in. So changes I can make is I can change the colour of the unit, so to make it match with the rest of the year 3. I can also change its title. So in this instance, I'm going to call this unit Tennis. You'll see that now has been added. I can change the head, hand, heart colours and criteria if I want. And then I need to add in my success criteria. So to do that, I'm going to click here and delete, and then write in my own statement. So hit the ball with control. Once I'm happy, I'm going to click the green tick. And again, by clicking the bin, I can delete a criteria, or by clicking the 3 buttons, I can add an extra criteria in. Once I'm happy, I'm going to click finish, and that unit has been uploaded underneath our previous unit.